We've got a nice little warm up here. Like we said, no Elias. So you got me and Kenny today. So get ready. Kenny, if you want to pull up the slides, I'm working on that one that we just talked about, but Kenny wants to get us started.
Cool. Welcome, guys, to our weekly meeting today, October 19th. We'll get started with dropping your wins and shout outs in the chat. And if you're new to this meeting, drop in your IG handle so we can all follow you. And to start, do any new guests joining us today for the first time?
Yeah, I'm a new guest.
Hey, what's up, Michael? I want to do a quick intro.
Say it again.
You want to do a quick intro?
Sure. I'm Michael Swanson. I'm with EXP. I'm thinking about maybe making a switch to fast if that's possible. So I got invited here by a friend who's on your team, and just here to see how you guys rock.
Awesome. Which market are you in, Michael?
Say it again.
Which market are you in?
I'm in Fairfield.
Okay, nice. We are pretty close to open office in Vacaville. We're nailing down the details right now, so we are definitely making our way out there.
That's good. I like it.
Awesome.
Come on down, Michael. This is my first guest. Yeah, here I am.
That's my guy.
And we have, what's up, Emerald? Want to do a quick intro?
What's up?
How are you?
You finally got me. I'm just joined TEAMFAST. My name is Emerald Wright, also known as Agent Bay. I'm currently now living in Sacramento, but I'm always in the Bay Area, so it doesn't matter. Been in real estate for almost 3 years now, so still kind of new. And I'm just really excited to be a part of a team, join Kenny's team, and just kill it. So I'm excited.
All right, thanks for joining us. I know we met when we first started in Climb Real Estate, and I've been talking to you about joining our team for over a year now. So I guess the Tom Ferry event really helped.
I know it was the Poke Bowl.
Poke Bowl. All right, I'll live my prayer.
Yeah,
thank
sure.
you. Cool. Any other guests online today?
Not a guest, but a new team member. This is my first team meeting.
Also,
hey everyone. I'm Alex in Sacramento at AP Lifestyle on Instagram, and been licensed for 7 years. Kenny and I started talking about a year ago too. And yeah, excited to finally be on TEAMFAST.
Also, that's where it's super excited. Last year when I was talking to Alex, I think we had like 20 team members, I said we aren't quite ready for Sacramento. You know, I don't want to bring on people to the team I don't think we can support. So fast forward a year and a half later, and you know, me and Alex continue to chat, and here we are. So you guys are wondering how to recruit people. It's a long, usually takes over a year. You guys
is that normal?
So you just gotta talk to a lot of people. Cool. Any more other guests online today? Fatima, new face.
Hi everybody. Some of you recognize me from I think it was Friday when I attended with Elias's meeting. And Julie, I think I saw Julie here. She invited me. So yeah, I'm with Golden Gate Sotheby's right now, and just maybe thinking of making a change. And thanks for having me.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today. We also have Ken Brown on the line. I just saw a message drop.
Yeah, Ken Brown. I was referred to you guys from Freddie Sanchez. I'm a relicensee. I've been out of the game for a few years, and I'm trying to get back into it. So I'm just trying to find a nice, comfortable home. And Freddie was saying the vibe here is extraordinary. So I want to check it out and see what it's about.
Awesome. Which area are you in, Ken?
In the East Bay. I stay in Pleasanton, Castro Valley area. So
okay, very nice. Cool. Any other new faces or guests online today?
Hey, Kenny, I want to introduce my niece, Rebecca. She's currently studying for her license right now. Cool. And I just wanted her to join to see the team and get some inspiration and help motivate her through.
Awesome,
Rebecca,
Rebecca. Want to say a couple words? Welch, yeah.
Hi, yeah, my name is Rebecca. I'm just working on my license, and I wanted to join the meeting and see, what I can learn.
Well, great to have you today. Any other people on the line before we move on?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Oh, we popping today. Okay.
My name is Lionel Andrews. I was invited by, is his name Elise?
Elias?
Elias.
He messes people's names up
I
all
met
the
him,
time, so I like it.
met him yesterday at the Money Market, and I'm out of the East Bay with Win and Company. We have an office in Hayward, and yeah, I'm joining the live to consider joining the team.
Nice. From your old office, do I see that sign back there?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Just bring them all over.
Cool. Well, thank you for everyone joining today. Was there any more? Did I miss anyone? And we're good. We're going on to the quick teaching moment of the week. We have a couple of things to talk about. Molly, why don't you start us off on the kind of like the new calendar we're gonna preset for the next year.
Yeah, so many of you may have noticed we have quite a few events coming up. Obviously, there's going to be a lot to discuss after we have our big team meeting, but kind of going forward, we'll have some standard events every month. We're going to have our top producer dinner. That'll be the first Tuesday of every month. We'll have our hustle luncheon the second Wednesday. Elias and my foundation and prep workshop will be the third Thursday of every month. And then obviously we're gonna rotate it with different topics, but every fourth Friday of the month, we're gonna have agent attraction workshops. So we'll probably rotate where we have some of these, especially the foundation and prep workshop and the agent attraction workshops, so that you guys can comfortably speak about EXP and our team, especially those who have expressed interest in growing your downlines. So those events are to come. Do you want me to talk about, or do you want to save it to the end of the call, our events that we have coming up this month?
Yeah, I want to talk about also like the kind of the set in stone, mostly set in stone things for a month. So again, Molly said the
top producer,
hustler lunch, preparation workshop, agent attraction. So every month there's going to be 4 classes throughout the month, once a week for different topics. And then bi-weekly, we're going to have a lunch and learn held by one of our lenders. PRMG, right. You guys are experiencing that today in the Oakland office. And then every month there's probably at least 2 or 3 lenders that are going to hold happy hours for us towards the end of the week. So every month there's really 8 to 9 different things happening. And then our office space is starting to be pretty popular. So give you some example, Agent Real Estate Association, Greater East Bay asked us to hold a mixture there. So I think November 11th is that time, probably 5 to 7. And a couple of local investors, they want to hold like an investor meetup at their offices. And this is right now specifically the Oakland office, but as we open up more locations, there's going to be more events. So these events are great for education, for fun, to meet other agents, grow your organization. So we're trying to help you build, not just, do more deals, but, enjoy it and also build your passive income through EXP.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw your message about a couple of people have brought up the new purchase contract. We'll definitely have a training class focused on that. We obviously will all need it. So we'll have, Karina, myself, a couple of people really get to know it, and then we'll bring that back to the team. But for sure, we'll have a class on that.
And also, I still highly recommend you taking it through CAR. They're, the contract experts through and through. So if you can sign up for that, the local associations also have classes. EXP will also have classes. Try not to freak out too much. It's actually a really great change. So.
Yeah, and if you sign up for an online class through the board or CAR or something like that, you can always throw that up in the conference room in one of the offices and sit in on it with a few people together. So in addition to whatever we do as a team, we definitely, that's going to be your best training is getting it from someone like CAR. So cool. So lots of events, definitely lots of happy hours. I think the moral of the story is there's always going to be stuff going on. So Tuesdays for lunch and learn, Thursdays for happy hours, try to protect the time on your calendar because there's always going to be stuff going on in those spots. What else did we have for teaching moment? Kenny, Karina, do you have anything?
So it's a pretty big deal. So I'm gonna, for all the listing agents on the team, we're working with seller. As I'm stepping out of production, I literally do not work with buyers anymore. I'm starting to give away all my listings. But I still have a listing concierge, coordinator and a field coordinator. Listing coordinator Sydney, she might or not be on this call. She's not today, but she handles our listing prep, like all of the, scheduling stuff with vendors, contractors, walk through all the stuff that listing agents usually do. She has been doing it for me, and then Rebecca has been on the field helping me out too. So those two resources has helped me really truly build my business, along with Molly and Karina, will now be at full access to any listing agent on the team. So whenever you get a listing, and it's even better if you're a new agent too, so they can walk you through the process. When you get a new listing and working with a new seller, start a conversation with Karina, Molly, Rebecca, and Sydney, and then if you can't find them on Slack, just message Karina and Molly, they'll redirect you to start a group chat. So now we're going to bring that help to you at no cost to you, help you really build up your listing side of your business. So like one thing we pride ourselves on is really helping kind of agents level up, not just the day-to-day sales with the agents, through our company's showing model, on the showing request channel, you can leverage your time. And now on the listing side too, you can leverage your time. So we really want to get you focused on getting in front of clients and talking to more people, but not necessarily how to do all the actions required. You just need to make sure it's done for you. That's how I've done. I've done 100, like 1 year. I think I did like 40 or 50 listings. More recently, I don't know how many I've done, but I give you an example. When I used to go to the office, I just show up at Oakland office, and Molly and Karina would have fully prepped my listing agreement for me, print out the profile record, print out the CMA, got my brochures ready, got my what else was there, Molly or Karina?
What was it? Your brochure? Well, we don't have the boxes, brochures, your listing prep, your high note was ready to go. Like,
oh, the high note's ready to go. Molly helps me with that. Create your seller net sheet. So like typically a process that would take like 2 hours to get ready to meet with a seller, it usually took me about 15-20 minutes, because I would just do the CMA, and then when I show up, everything was done for me. And that's how I was able to go to a lot of appointments. And we're going to teach you guys how to get more leverage, and not just teach you, but you actually use the people that I work with to do that as I'm stepping out of working with sellers.
This is like completely unheard of. Like I don't know any other brokerages, teams, etc., that have actually like put this into place for a team. Like it's usually up to the agents to hire an assistant or hire a listing coordinator or a partner or something like that. Like this is pretty uncharted territory that we're heading into. So
yeah, and also like if you're a new agent on the team, you really, really, really are recommending to work with a more experienced agent on there to help you win the listing. Is really important and mentor you through the deal, so that the negotiating and contracts and all that stuff, because you can easily lose a client faster than you can probably pick up clients with one wrong thing you say or one wrong thing you do. So I think with this, helping you guys form partnerships, work a little more closer together, but having resources to do the physical activities will help you scale up your listing business. And then we'll also teach you how to get the listing business. And that's it for me. Karina, anything else?
Nope, that's good.
Cool. On to next. Let's see what we got. All right, we're jumping to productivity and new ESCROWS, led by John.
All right. So up on the SISU board, we got agents working on your business. We got Ronnie up top with 29 hours, Panise right behind him, followed by Vivian, Norman, and Kim. Awesome to see him up there. Awesome to see Vivian up there. I think a lot of the experienced agents maybe aren't entering the hours into SISU, but to see someone like Vivian, who's one of the top producers on her team, I mean, it explains right there why she's where she's at. So use SISU is a really powerful tool to track different elements of your business, and it's provided by the team. So definitely make the most of it. Let's go to the next slide. So hours working in your business. So that's Ronnie again up the top, followed by Kim, Norman, Panise, and Vivian again. And just to bring you back to one of the events we were talking about, the Hustler Lunch. I'm not sure exactly what the details, but that's going to be a way that we're going to reward people that are putting in the work. There's obviously the top producer dinner for people with the volume and the production. But it takes a while to get there, and we want to reward the people that are putting in the work that's going to lead to volume and production down the road. And I believe the Hustler Lunch, part of how you get invited is going to be like what you have in SISU, correct, Kenny?
Yeah, it's gonna be based on actions. I have a checklist, like, you know, how many open houses you did, how many calls made, how many consultations, stuff like that. We'll have a checklist, and we'll give you a checklist, but everything's gonna be input into SISU. And then we're gonna do better logging of that. That way, if you hit a certain points throughout the month, you're all invited to lunch. We might or might not allow guests, but we're just trying to add more things, so it's not just the top producers each month getting the benefit of, you know, the event. And the dinners have been really powerful. Just give you an example. The top agents inviting people, like Roxanne invited a guest over to our dinner 2 months ago. They met for the first time, and we met them, and then now their agents are onboarding to our team. So we're using this event not only build your business, but to build your organization. So the Hustlers Lunch is going to award people that are working hard, although they might not have the productivity show it just yet. And off the agent conversations, John.
Asian Conversations, Panise is way up there with 39, followed by Norman, Armando, Jay, and Sandy. Sandy, love that headshot. They're all great headshots, but you know, roller skate's pretty cool. So Agent conversations lead to clients, and clients lead to closed transactions. So it all starts with conversations. So tracking it is definitely important, because you know, you can look back on what you did. So next slide. Buyers showings leaderboard. We got Ronnie up there. Panise, who I think has been on every single slide. If you have questions about how to best use SISU, you can ask Panise, because she's definitely making the most of it. Gabrielle coming in at number 3, followed by Amy Powlin and Amy Imhoff. And that was buyer showings. Cool. So community contributions. This is the part where we just kind of open it up to anybody that's you know, participating or leading or knows about anything going on in their local community, and give them an opportunity to open that up to the team. Anybody have anything this week? Nothing? Well, this has usually been pretty lively spot, but
John, I'll jump in. Good morning, team.
I was like, I know Jay's got something.
I'm a bit of a broken record on this, but there's no people on the team, so they haven't heard this, so I'm happy to bring it up. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. I partner with an organization here in the East Bay called NARCA. I'm going to put the name in the chat. Not only during this month, pretty much, or I should say, every day out of the year, they're helping folks leaving domestic violence situations, particularly focusing on the South Asian community, where there's not a lot of awareness, there's a lot of taboo around the topic. Among their activities are getting emergency housing for folks. They do job training, all sorts of amazing things. One of my volunteer activities was literally picking up food from grocery stores and bringing it out to their organization so it could be passed out to families. You know, for those who want to help, don't have the time to literally be doing that sort of stuff, there's a donation drive. For as little as $25, you can sponsor a family meal and get food out to folks. And I can tell you right now, there's a real need. I've seen it firsthand. I've met some of these families. It's a real pandemic on top of a pandemic, are folks being displaced from their homes. These are mostly women and children, again, from the South Asian background. We support all people. If you need help, if you know anyone who needs help, it's all anonymous. I'll put the link in the chat. We're just here to support each other. It's narco.org. Please take a look. There also, if you use Amazon, who doesn't, there's a 0.5% partnership that they give back. 0.5% of your purchase will go back to the organization. There's also a link on their website for that. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for all the good you do out there, man. You're a consistent contributor on this community slide. So keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, John.
All right. From community contributions to sales and productivity, I believe is the next slide. Or before we go on, did anyone else have anything? Okay, cool. All right. So new escrows starting with under 550,000.
I heard Cynthia, was that you?
Sorry. Yeah. Just real quick, trunk or treat in Martinez Sunday from 10 to 2. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit rainy. So if you guys do come out, make sure that you bring your rain jackets.
You said what retreat?
trunk or treat.
Oh, trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Those things are so weird. I mean, it's like you get so much candy in such a short amount of time. It like takes all the fun out of it. But I mean, I get it. It's cool. It's some people go all out and like decorate their cars like little haunted houses or turn them into like crazy monsters. It's pretty cool.
All right, so I'm probably not the only one that doesn't know what trunk or treat is.
So it's literally like you a bunch of cars. I've been in one in like a church parking lot by my house, but a bunch of people will like park their cars in the parking lot, and then kids will just, it sounds weird when you describe it, but kids will go from car to car and like trick or treat out of the back of somebody's car. But like in these pictures, you can see people go all out, some like, and totally decorate their cars. But yeah, I mean, it's like, it's trick or treating, but in like a more controlled setting.
Environment.
So,
right.
yeah.
Kenny, this is Renan. During the pandemic, when there was no trick or treating, they did trunk or treating because they had to get creative.
Is when it started? Oh, see that little Tesla
It's
one.
been around for, I mean, it's been around for a minute. Like in the South, they do it all the time at the schools. Like, but yeah, trunk or treat.
Yeah, I think the pandemic definitely, but we got it. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure kids love it because you can get a ton of candy with not much work. So then their dads take it from them and eat it. Sorry,
All right.
Did you have something?
That was another quick learning moment of the day, I guess.
Yeah, trunk or treat. Now you know what it is. All right, sales and production. I think I saw Joaquin up there and Gurpreet both constantly up on the sides. And then we got Jen and Joseph Chin. Joseph, are you on the meeting today?
Yes, I am.
Let's hear about this one. Is this your first escrow with the team?
Yes, this is. Yeah, this is one of my good buddies. So yeah, I'm happy Jen tolerated him. He was a little different. So, but Jen's been super helpful. And leading the way. So I'm really happy with it.
Awesome. Is this your first escrow? You're new to the business, right? So this is your first escrow team and your first escrow ever?
Yeah, first escrow ever. So
and first offer too.
Nice. Batting 1,000. How's he doing, Jen? So far, so good?
Be honest.
He's doing really good. He's asking all the right questions, and that's good.
Awesome. And that's a really good point, asking questions, because I think where you can get in trouble as a new agent is, you know, either not wanting to ask questions because you're embarrassed, or thinking, you know, the answers. You know, even years into the business, there's going to be things that you have to ask questions about. So asking the right questions is super important. But congrats, Joseph.
Thanks.
All right, let's get this slide back. All right, let's go next slide, Kenny. All right, so we got David Hiller. We kind of heard about that one in the when we were getting going. We got Chris up here, and then Chris and Gaia. Forgive me if I messed up the pronunciation. Let's hear a little more detail from David. I know you were negotiating in between shots, and let's go.
Thank you.
Full-blown dance party for this one.
Appreciate it all. This was a client of mine that I've been working with for around a year, and she was really kind of lowballing a whole bunch of offers and not really that serious. So I started really just like hand picking properties and like taking it, you know what I mean, and making sure that she got into things that she was interested in and understood the process and how to be competitive. And yeah, so I sent her 2 or 3 properties. This is the one that she really liked. We wrote an offer. We got countered just a little bit higher, was able to get it accepted. And yeah, really happy with this one. So, you know, us actually, this is why I really love this team. I'll tell you why. I was taking shots. We were partying. We were chilling. I'm gonna just tell it like it is. Okay, everyone's looking at me like, David, don't say this. But it's like, no. We were having a good time. We were making it work. I was writing an offer. I was getting help from different agents in the office. It was like 9 at night, and I submitted the offer and got it accepted. So had it been on a different team that like I was either drinking or working, they wouldn't have been able to be such an easy mesh. And that's another thing that I really like about it, is that you can just be yourself and just, you know, exactly. There you go. Just about to get something in the contract. So that's just how it is. And I really like it. So hats off to everyone. And thank you so much for all your help.
Right on, man. Well, congrats on the deal, bro. And thanks to everybody for helping him out.
Thank you.
Right on. I don't see Chris on the meeting, so let's go on to the next slide. Did you ring the bell? Isn't there a bell too if you ring in the office now if you get in contract? You gotta ring the bell. All right. So
We might need a new bell there. It might be broke. Jen just tried to ring it.
Somebody ring it go a little too hard. Nice. All right. So next up, we got escrows between 750 and just under $1 million. We've got Nell and Gabrielle. Congrats. And we got Angelica. Let's see. We got Nell. Are you on the call? I think I see you.
Yeah, but I'm a little sick, so Gabrielle, she could talk.
All right, Gabrielle.
Yeah, Nell is sick. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, so this is Nell's first transaction, and congratulations to her. It's my second transaction, so congratulations to me. But yeah, this was someone from Nell's sphere of influence, and Nell had been working with her for a while now, like a month, showing her different properties. She was looking at an investment property, and Nell did a really good job of finding this property for her. The client loved it. We wrote an offer, and it was accepted. So that's the story.
Nice. Well, congrats. Love seeing the partnerships. For the people that are new to the meetings, partnerships and collaboration are a big part of what our team is all about. So we certainly encourage it, and I think a lot of people can talk about the benefits from it, whether they're experienced or new. Love to see it. And then we got Angelica up there too. Looks like she's got one from Flex in contract. Angelica, you want to take a second and tell us about this one?
Hey everyone, sure. So this is actually somebody I've been working with for quite some months. He came back and forth and decided to go take a look at a new development. Sorry about my voice, I lost it on vacation. But yeah, so while I was on vacation actually is when my client decided to go to this new construction development. Luckily, they decided, he pretty much said, I'm not gonna buy this house if I can't bring my agent, which is unheard of. I mean, these builders, if you don't go with them to the first visit, they're not gonna work with you. So I got pretty lucky. They let me, jump onto the contract. So here we are.
Nice. That's awesome. On vacation and in contract in new construction, and you weren't even there. I think that was great. With the lesson there is great training for explaining to your agents how important, explaining to your clients that, if new construction might be on the table, making sure they really understand that you need to be part of the initial introduction. Because if he didn't go in there and bring you up in the very beginning, you probably would have had, even him doing that is a long shot. So for anyone working with someone that might look at new construction, make sure they know it's really important that they acknowledge the fact that they have a real estate agent and want you included in the very beginning, or ideally you go with them. So congrats on that. And sounds like it was any vacation where you lost your voice was probably fun. So
yeah, there was a lot of screaming, a lot of roller coasters. So
nice. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, keeping it moving here. Eric Kang, I think I remember that guy. I haven't seen him in a few weeks, but Eric Kang also probably put this in escrow while he was on vacation. But something's they're all gonna go blow up Eric. I think in the office. All right, we're gonna do that for Congrats, Eric. Were you on vacation when you got that offer accepted?
What's crazy is no one's even drunk right now.
From this morning, maybe from last night.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Were you on vacation when you got that?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't even know what deal this is, to be honest with you. I went on vacation. I got 3 in contract. one on the day I left, and then 2 of them, it's all on Martha. Martha, I trust her with all my business, and I told her, look, I was like, I'm gonna give you all my hot buyers, handle it, and she got 2 in a contract while I was gone. So came back, vacations paid off. I'm feeling pretty stoked. Good job,
Nice,
Martha.
dude. You're doing it right. In this business, if you haven't heard, taking vacations usually leads to deals. So keep up the good work. Is that a pterodactyl holding some house keys on your sweater?
It's the Black Sabbath logo, and I got some new merch made.
What?
Yeah. All you nerds probably don't even know who Black Sabbath is. It's a rock and roll band from the 70s. They have an album called Master of Reality. Maybe I'm the nerd, actually. All right, cool.
Yeah, we're losing every. No, congrats, bro. And then V, who is newly into being complete for months. V was taking these calls from her desk. Like, okay, I'm at work right now, but I can talk real quick. But V recently has made the move to being full-time real estate, which is amazing. A lot of people get into this business with that as the goal, and it's not easy. It's also Flexi was awesome. V, do you have a moment to talk about this?
Yeah, now that I'm not working in the office.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, this one was pretty cool. It was my first week as a full-time real estate agent, and we had been working together for about 2 weeks. We saw 4 homes the week before, and then we saw 4 homes that night that I wrote the offer. An hour later, the listing agent called and basically accepted our offer, and then now we're working on selling her condo. So I'm excited.
Nice, that's super exciting, and congrats again. I mean, like you said, a lot of people come in with that plan, and sometimes it doesn't always work out, but IB is a great example that it can be done working full-time, getting your business going, and then making that transition. We have a few others that have quit their jobs while being on team. I think Renan and Joaquin and Martinique. I love seeing people quitting their jobs and going full-time because it's not easy. We got Kelly and Ben on this one. We only have 1 or 2 more slides. So Kelly or Ben, Kelly, you want to talk about this one too? Another flex deal?
Sure. Yeah, it was a flex deal. It's a family. They're moving into this house all together. They're very, very sweet. I was working with them for like, I don't know, like 2 weeks before we got them into contract. But it was like, we knew that the house they wanted, but this guy had not, like, I explained the process to him, but he's also from another country, like very, very foreign. And so he just really thought that he could like do step by step whatever he wanted. And like, there wasn't an actual process. So it was like it was just complicated trying to like get, like, you have to do it this way. I love you. You're very sweet, but it has to be done this way. So it was a lot of like back and forth, but
But now you're in contract and moving along. So yeah, some are easier than others for sure, but keep up the great work. What contract? I mean, you've been on the team for just a little bit. What number deal is this? I know you partnered on a few.
This is 4, and then Ben and I have another one that we just got into contract on today.
Nice. Congrats. Again, the power of partnerships. It seems like you and Ben working together in kind of similar areas has been super productive. So again, I'd love to see it. All right. So like Nell said, like, you're amazing, but listen, yeah. Sometimes when you work with good friends too, it's the same thing. It's like they don't listen to anything you say because they just trust you, and it's super hard. All right, we got Pamela Spivey and Terry Daniel coming in at an even $1 million, and with some new headshots. I love it. Those were I like the ones you had before too, but it's nice to get some new in there. Terry or Pamela, you want to speak about this one real quick?
So this particular transaction is a past client from like 15 years ago. And she just came back. She's living out of state, so she reached out. So I just want to let everybody know, because a lot of people are new doing deals, make sure you pay attention to or have a system in place to stay in touch with your clients. Because like I said, this is a 15-year client that's coming back. So it's really important.
Yeah, that's a huge lesson. I think Roxanne posted something on Instagram about that today. I mean, the longer, when you're new, it's you want to start having good habits. And obviously you don't have clients from 3 years ago when you've been in the business 6 months, but just staying in touch with people, little touches here and there. Like if you do it right, you know, once you've sold someone one house, you're going to be their agent for the rest of their life. So stay in touch with your past clients. That's a lesson we cannot stress enough. And this $1 million deal, it just underlines that. Awesome. Well, congrats. We got 3 more that somehow all came in at $1,000,555. I don't know if that's a typo or it's just.
Let's hear from Mercy. Mercy, are you on? I know this is like, I don't know, deal number 26, is it for the year?
Wait, can you guys hear me? I'm driving right now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
No? Yeah?
We can hear you.
All right,
Boys to men!
Boys to men, let's go! Yeah, so this is deal 21, I believe. I would like to be at 26, so my goal is 25. But these clients I met like over a year ago, right before pandemic, and they were looking for a very specific property in San Leandro. So once COVID hit, it like shrunk inventory even more. So that's why it took so long. But I've been keeping in
Were these the
contact.
clients that I met with you way back?
Yeah, that was them. That was them.
Oh, they're
yeah.
super cool.
Yeah, so they're hella cool. They're like the perfect match for one another because the husband's like very like detail oriented, and then the wife is like more like laid back and loving. So they're like a really cool couple, and they're super friendly. And I'm glad that it took this long because we looked at other houses and submitted offers for other homes that weren't as nice as the one that we ratified on. So yeah, I'm just so excited for them. We're set to close next month, and right now they're in Hawaii. So it's like they're buying a house. When they come back from Hawaii, it's gonna be like their house. So yeah, it's pretty dope.
Weren't they hesitant to work with you at first too? I think you said they looked up your sales history. Remember that?
Yeah. So like when I met them, I think I had only sold like 2 or 3. And like I remember I met with the wife at I think the second showing ever, and she had this paper. She pulled out the paper, and there was like questions on there. And then she started asking me all these questions about my sale history, and like I was like kind of like starting to sweat. I'm like, oh shit, I have no experience. These are clients that are like looking in the 1 point something. I'm for sure not gonna get this, but I think they just felt like comfortable around me, and I kind of just got the point across that like I'm willing to work like super hard to find them a home, and then they just gave me a chance. And yeah, so this.
That's because you're a boss, Mauricio. You're a boss. Don't ever doubt yourself, homie.
That's right. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I remember that one too. They the husband like designs video games like old school. He built the Ataris and stuff. I think he showed us. I looked him up, and he had like collections pictures of himself next to video games. And that was after I found that out after. But during when I met him there, I had these funky cards, and I gave him one that had Star Wars on it because I do the branding thing. So I just so I think this guy likes Star Wars. I gave it to him. I think that also helped that build rapport. And then next time Mauricio and I showed them home San Leandro, she baked cookies and gave it to Mauricio. So that was pretty cool. I was like, okay, I think they want to work with you.
Wasn't that the guy that also had a whole conversation about his Corvette?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And he had a Corvette, and I had a Corvette. Yeah. See, good rapport.
Yeah, it's all, if you build rapport, it doesn't matter how many homes you've sold. You know, it's all about getting people to like and trust you.
Do they want to sell their house too in Montclair?
Everyone go buy a Corvette.
And they are listening. They want to do it in Montclair. There you go.
Find out what kind of car your clients had before, and then rent the same exact car and drive it to the meeting. And Kenny forgot a screen share on during that, but we all learned that there's a case converter. I never realized that was a thing, but if you accidentally left caps lock on and typed something but can't be bothered to change it, now you
I've been fixing these slides as I've been going through it because Elias made these slides. So this is what my screen looks like. It's a lot of screen. So I've just been fixing and
attention to detail. Awesome. But yeah, that's awesome. We got Vivian up here, but Vivian selling $1 million homes is pretty standard. So I don't think she needs to be bothered to talk about another $1 million escrow she has. But let's wrap up this section with Bandana.
Bandana? I don't think she's on.
Okay. But that, I think I'm saying it right. I've heard Molly say it and think it's right, but congrats to her because that's $1 million deal and it's pretty new.
And she literally just joined us like not even that long ago, maybe a month, if even that. So yeah.
All right, hit the ground running. Kenny, you want to talk about company stats year to date?
Yeah, so we are at close escrows for a year, 485 grand. We had 649 sides. We're still tracking to do, I think, about 900 deals for the year. We did have our slowest month of the year, surprisingly. Our last slowest month of the year was the week after Labor Day. So I think with this many team members, we're starting to see the real seasonality in the marketplace. But now as other buyers tap out, it could be a good time to jump back in. Like really get the conversation going. Hey, other people are kind of backing out, going on vacation, preparing for holidays. There's a lot less demand out there. You know, you guys need to look at the localized data and then really, have that conversation with your buyers.
Yep. And then pending just over 90 million. The average price is right around 750. 12 new escrows last week, which is a little under 10 million. So a little bit of a slower week when, 6 months ago, 10 million was a big week for us, but we've just been so constantly over that the 10 million is a little bit of a slower week. But like Kenny said, I think there is some seasonality to it, but I do agree that once people see that maybe the competition is subsiding just a little bit, it'll people will jump back in there, and it's not like it's going to shift that much. So still on track to absolutely destroy the original goal for the year of half $500 million, and it's barely November, so nice. All right, so we've got a sneak peek of the next slide. Should we sing?
Happy birthday, Karina. Yesterday was Karina's birthday. Put on Slack pretty last minute, and I found out a weird way because I sent Karina a happy birthday email from over half a year ago when we were testing out Mixmax, and I sent happy birthday. I was like, hey, I sent you this thing. It's like, must have been a test. So no, it is my birthday. Okay, well, happy birthday, Karina. I post on Slack.
I was like, I got the, I could tell it was like a form, autoresponder thing. I was like, you don't know it's my birthday.
No, the tell sign was, it said, my signature said opening office sounds like Q1. I was like, oh, that's an old signature.
Old signature, gave it away. Yeah, no, I was kind of quiet about it. I actually sprained my ankle a week ago, pretty gnarly sprain, and it kind of ruined all my birthday plans, and I've kind of been in hibernation since then. So I didn't make a big deal about it or anything. So don't feel bad if you didn't know. It's all good. But thank you all for all the well wishes.
Yeah,
you like that old school picture of me with the long blonde hair and my,
Karina, I cannot find your picture online. Like literally, you're
right.
A ghost.
Yep.
Like you don't have a LinkedIn, you don't have a home. I was like, that's not you for sure.
Yeah,
we got Laura up there a couple times now. Super
secret agent. Yeah, that was probably from Slack, but yeah, same phone number. Bailey Properties was my original brokerage back in 2005. That was my realtor mobile, the Acura TL right next to me. I had those stunner shades, like the layered tank tops, the wide-legged jeans, the whole bit. So anyway, showing my age
those
there.
Tank tops and jeans are cool again.
Yeah, they've come back around.
Always comes back around.
Thank you, guys.
Right on. Well, happy birthday. You've been getting wishes all throughout the chat, but I've just kind of we were saving them for this. So
yeah.
Anyone wants to unmute themselves real quick and shout out Karina's happy birthday. She's the heart of the team, as we put here on the slide. So hope you had a great day and hope you're
happy birthday. Love you.
Hope you're
happy birthday.
Dewey pushing you down the stairs.
Yeah, Dewey, thanks.
Sorry. Fuck.
We saw Karina. I hope it's okay. I tell the story, but we saw Karina coming down the staircase in the parking lot, and she yelled at me and Dewey were across the street, and we weren't even sure. We were like, "Oh, is that Karina?" And then we were back in the office, and I was there for 10 minutes, and I was like, "I don't think I saw Karina come in." And I was looking around, and they're like, "Yeah, she hurt her ankle. She's driving home." And
yeah, I missed a step in the parking garage. I thought I was at the end of the stairwell, and I got excited, and I was like, "Hey, Dewey!" And then I missed the step, rolled the shit out of my ankle, fell down the rest of the stairs, and laid there kind of sobbing for a second, and then pulled myself up back to my car and, got home.
Thanks a lot, Dewey.
It's not his fault. I get so excited to see all my people. I was trying to come out for the top producer dinner. I was in the zone, and
well, by your next birthday, we'll have a big party.
Yeah.
Person. Awesome. Well, I think we're getting towards the end here. just recapping our usual stuff. We have group coaching Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Elias at 9:30.
No group coaching tomorrow because Elias is still in Utah, learning operations. So we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program this Friday with Elias.
Sweet. And then TEAMFAST weekly meeting Tuesday. Obviously, you know about that because you're here right now. And then daily huddles with Karina. That's noon to 1. For anyone that's not aware, basically you can hop into Karina's room anytime during noon to 1. You can just pop in and out with random questions. If you just want to just hang out while other people have questions, it's just kind of an open huddle for whatever you need. It's a good place to start if you have a question and you're not exactly sure where to go. And then EXP contract class with State Broker is on Wednesdays. And then again, like check the team calendar. We've got lunch and learns going almost every other week. We're going to have happy hours, a couple a month, if not more. And then many more events on top of that. So
this Thursday at 11:30 to 2 p.m. at the Concord office. This came from our team, Tom Ferry, Success Summit, Mastermind. We just a regroup of 10 of us. We're gonna have 11:30 2 o'clock this Thursday at Concord office. We're gonna do a branding and video workshop, just like mastermind and come up with ideas. So now that we're shooting a lot of videos, a lot of you kind of lost on what to say and how to do it and what. And then for the design stuff, we're gonna we're not fully announcing it, but we're hiring a third-party online company to help us with branding and design for each individual agent. So you guys can submit your request and work with them directly. But if you don't even know where to start, I think coming to the Thursday class this Thursday, I know it's short notice, but we're doing it again on November 2nd, 2 Thursdays from now. Maybe we'll do more frequently, but so we get together and give people feedback, direct feedback on their branding. So bring your social media stuff, bring your colors, or things you want to do, and we can all work together and kind of help you build your brand. And then we're gonna hire this third party company, which you can work with directly to build out your brand.
This Thursday at the Concord, it's at Concord, Amy, and November 4th, 11:30 to 2.
Yeah, so lots of cool stuff in the works. Our meeting the first week in November, we're going to be announcing quite a few new updates, additions, improvements. We've got a lot of things that are kind of in their final phases of being ready to roll that are really going to bring some value to you. And someone asked for an update on Hercules. We really are making progress. Kenny just approved the invoice to get the floors done. That's obviously going to be done first before anything moves in there. And we're hoping if we can get the final walkthrough and insurance and everything lined up, that we might have keys as soon as this Friday. And then give us a couple weeks to get just the basics up and running. And then we'll have you'll be able to work out of there. But
the delays were kind of out of our hand. They kept telling us 2 weeks at a time, but then turns out John's been working closely with them that the building that we are leasing in got sold to another investor, a larger investor, and they didn't want to or didn't know or haven't finished up the electrical outlets. So we've been stuck without it. So we're just going to go ahead and get the work done and try to ask for reimbursement later, get the floors done next week, get the whole thing running, really trying to get that thing up before November 1st, but we're at the finish line right now. Regarding San Francisco office, we have a couple of key cards out for that office where we have 4 right now. I think we have 7 total. If you guys are planning to actively use the San Francisco office, well, happy to give you a key card. My house that last year was a good idea. Remember the Fast House? And this was before having 200 team members. This was when we had 20. I was like, hey, we should have a house to work out of. So we kind of grew out the idea, but we're still keeping the Fast House that's coming up in Fruitvale. I think what I'm gonna do is gonna just trick out the whole house. And then we need to do a video shoot somewhere where you want a house background and not an office background. That could be a nice, quiet place to film at. So we're gonna be keeping that. And then the Hayward was supposed to open this year, but I could delay it until next April. Everything's signed off already. We're just working on it. And then now we're also chatting with a team moving over from Vacaville where they also own an office. So there's a really great retail location that we're looking at renting and building that out. And then we're also looking at space in Stockton. Fun fact, Stockton, really nice real estate offices are $1 a square foot. So you can get like a 2,000 square feet building for $2,000. So we're looking at this location called Quail Lakes. I'm seeing they can fit us in next Wednesday at 3 p.m. So if you're in the Stockton area, either 2:30 or 3 p.m., I got to check my calendar. If you're in the Stockton area, you want to check out a potential Stockton office we're looking at, it'll be next Wednesday. We're also looking at locations in Sacramento that if Alex is still on the call, he's identified some locations for us to open the retail space. So we're moving full force. Oh, Friday morning, me and John are touring 3 brand new construction office spaces, retail locations from 4,000 square feet to 7,000 square feet in Walnut Creek. So if we don't have an office yet, we're working on it. We are moving as fast as we can, looking at all these spots to open up spaces for our agents to work at. Any comments on Walnut Creek, John? I forgot where we're looking at or what.
Yeah,
I just remember it was like 7,000 square feet thing. It was really cool.
Yeah, and it's super close to my house, so I like that one. But yeah, there and potentially like a whole freestanding office building. We're looking at a couple different spaces. I mean, we love industrious, but just, you know, if you've been to Brentwood or Oakland, just the ease of being able to go in and out, parking. I mean, parking in Oakland's a little different story, but having our own space that we can control would be in Walnut Creek would be, you know, an awesome change. So we're working on that, and, you know, it might be a little ways out. The Hercules in Hayward, it was new construction, so a lot of that stuff was out of our hands. But if we can find existing space, like everything we're looking at on Friday, we could potentially get something up and running sooner. But definitely a lot of exciting stuff in the works, especially in Stockton and Hercules and areas we don't have anything yet. San Jose, I think Kenny was talking about potentially some co-working space in San Jose down the road. Someone asked.
Yeah, it sounds like we're looking at it. There's a spaces location. I don't like it. They're like 95% occupied. It feels like sardines in there. So I'm looking at other options, but we need a space. We can totally get one down there. I still have 4 contracts left in Oakland. You know what? You know, recap. We're looking at new office spaces. We're beefing up our admin staff. We're bringing in a third-party marketing person. We have some big announcements to the company. A couple of new hires and very high-level people, staff working for us on our. We're building on the ISA department and team. And that's all we're working on that right now within the month. So as we're kind of growing this thing, I mean, a year ago we had October, I think like 50, 60 agents. Now, you know, fast forward, we're above 200. We're beefing up our resources as a company so we can compete against other brokerages. And we're not, you know, really a small nitty gritty team anymore. So, you know, thank you for your patience and thank you for working with us as we're kind of going on this journey. It's, you know, we have a lot of things in work. And then to wrap it up, we'll finalize the last questions. You know, what word best describes the way you spent the last month of your life?
Did we fail to update that one?
Wrong answers only. No, actually, no, just put in whatever you want.
Yeah, I think that was last week's too, but you know, what's the best?
What was the correct? See, I'm editing as we go. What was this week's question?
I think we're when did you feel at the top of the mountain last week or something like that?
Molly knows the stuff.
I was laughing because Karina dropped it, but it was but we'll do that one that John said was when did you feel when last week, when did you feel on top of the world? Like what happened?
Mountain.
Top of the mountain on top of the world.
On top of the mountain, Mountain Dewey.
I fucking love our team.
Yeah, right before she went down the stairs.
Poor Karina.
Top of the mountain, baby. Dewey.
Mount Dewey. Mountain Dewey. Well, why don't we wrap it up with happy birthday to Karina?
Happy birthday, Karina.
Happy birthday, Karina.
Love you. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you for joining.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back next week.